people looking to connect with, people who, I'm sorry, I'm also the founder of Convenient Consulting, where I offer HR services like recruiting, training, auditing, compliance, and coaching. So people looking to connect with, anyone that resonated with anything I just said, or anyone that resonates with my personal interest of Marvel Universe, football, outside pets, dogs, family, Spain, any of those things, feel free to reach out and connect with me. And with that, Martha, I'm going to pass it over to you. And Zion, welcome, by the way. But Martha, what are you doing on Saturday? And don't forget about the fun facts, you all. We all need to remember our fun facts.
Yeah, I do forget that too. Hello, friends. Welcome. I see quite a few of our friends in the audience. I hope you guys can come and join us on stage. I just posted the link just like Kenny likes it. So you can just click on it and come on stage. I love that comment that you posted too, Felipe, about, come and practice. Come Social Saturday Chat. Come practice your networking skills right here. For friends that don't know me, I am a human being. Let me just start with that. And I'm grateful for health. And I'm grateful for coffee this morning. And Teddy had his walk and went out for food. Hello, Bailey. I am the founder of Connect Impact Hub, where we're on a mission to end homelessness. I have been advocating. I'm really intrigued by the laws and regulations around homelessness. So I'm learning a lot about that right now. And I'm also working on a doctorate degree. So yeah, a little bit about me. And I'm a mom. I'm a single mom to a almost 16-year-old son and a 5-year-old fur baby. And hopefully he'll pop in here so you all can meet him if you haven't met him yet. I'm going to pass the mic over to Zion. It's so good to see you and your beautiful smile. Please. Oh, and a fun fact. I think I've said many fun facts, so I hope just bundle it up. Hi, Zion. Welcome, brother.
All right. Thank you so much, Martha. I really appreciate you for the kind introduction. And Joel, Felipe, and all the MVPs in the building who are joining us on all the social media platforms, especially coming from our LinkedIn community. I sincerely appreciate you, and I want to say happy Social Saturday to every one of you. I'm always excited to join this call at the end of the month because why? It gives us the opportunity to get to meet like-minded people like you. Yes, like you. The you who is listening to us right now. We get to meet you, we get to interact with you, we get to know who you are, what you do. Well, a fun fact about me. Should I call it fun? But it's a fact. I love it when Felipe was talking about the World Cup. The World Cup is gone, and now we are into the preseason for soccer, and it was a great one. I love watching football, what we call soccer. For me, it's how I spend my weekend just to enjoy that and then spend time with family. It's always amazing. For me, I'm a positivity coach and mentor. I help people embrace the power of positivity intentionally. Because we live in a world and in a time, in a season where there's so much negativity happening around the world. People are feeling the heat, people are feeling the pressure, and it's easy to cave in. It's easy to give it into this pressure. And that's where I come in to help you embrace positivity beyond just a word, beyond a phrase, beyond a caption. Positivity as a lifestyle that transforms you and opens you up to possibilities. And also helps online events just like this to help people amplify their voices, shine their light on them. People have a lot of messages, they have powerful messages, but they don't know how to reach out to more people. But for me, through online events, we can help you amplify your voice, and so you can make the impact that you want to make. So if this resonates with you, can you reach out to me? Let's go on a journey of positivity together. Because one thing I believe that when you are positive, you are possible. And in positivity, there's always endless possibilities for you, for me, and for every one of us. So thank you so much for listening. I'm so excited to get to meet more positive person today. Yeah, that's my name. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'll be ready to accept your friend request. Let's go on this journey together. So that's that about me. I think I should pass the mic now to Joe, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Mr. Joe, go for it.
Hello everyone, my name is Joel. I am. We are not used to the sun over here. We are very not used to this weather. And I run my own startup business, helping change the way the world sees neurodiversity, or attempting to. And I'm also a speaker. I can now say that I've done that twice now. It's going to the third time in March. Felipe, I'll be back again. And I'm also a musician, so looking forward to getting to know everyone here who doesn't know me, and catching up with those who do. Now, Felipe, should I bring the two guests up on?
What, say again?
Two guests. Should I bring them on now?
Yeah, bring them on up. Absolutely. And while Joel's bringing up our first two guests, the link is in the chat, you all. So this is your chance for you all to come join us. And again, all you gotta do is tell us who you are, what are you doing today on the Saturday, a fun fact about yourself, and who you're looking to connect with. Before we get to our first two guests, I just wanted to say hello to Steve Lynn, who just joined us, but also Stephen Eng. You know, we always love to hear Stephen and his literary knowledge shine through. Robin, great to see you there as well. Kenny Dunner is there. Kenny, thank you for showing. I know you were up late last night, so we appreciate you joining us. Josette's in the house. Great to see you as well. Tom Cullen, good to see you, our friend. Tom is always here. Bruno is here. And let's see, did I miss anybody else? Oh, Merrill Cass, our master connector. Not to be, you know, he has some competition with Kenny being a master connector too. Let's just give credit where credit's due. And then Linda Muir, great to see you there as well. Great post the other day. And with that being said, do me a favor, repost the room with your network. Let them know that we're going on live so that they can come in and practice their networking skills and get to meet some fascinating people. Those of you that have been with us for a while know how many of you have just got exposed and met so many amazing people because you came up on the show and connected with others. And as a reminder, if you're not following us on LinkedIn, give our homepage a follow, Social Saturday Chat. And then when you follow it, hit that little bell in the top right-hand corner so you get notified of all the events we do, not just on Saturdays, but throughout the week. And then if you want to check out some more past episodes, go to our podcast and you can check it out at your favorite podcast station. Just do a search for Social Saturday Chat, and you can check out some of the great people we've interviewed, some of the great topics we tackled, and some of the great networking events we've had. With that being said, Lynn, I'm going to hand the mic over to you. Please introduce yourself. Tell us what are you doing on this Saturday, a fun fact about yourself, and who are you looking to connect with. Over to you, Lynn. Oh, you're still on mute, Lynn. You're still on mute.
Oh, me? Hello, I'm Glenn Gardner. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, Glenn, hold on one second. We're just going to go to Lynn first, all right? One second.
Sorry. Lynn.
Sorry about that. I forgot that I muted it. I'm coming in from North Central Texas, and it's a cloudy day. So far, my day has been getting my friend off to his Army buddy reunion and taking care of the kitties. I'm going to pop over to the store after this is over, and then I'm just going to chill. And one fun fact about me is I love music. I'm not the best singer in the world, but I'm not half bad according to some people. So, and I'm also a positivity person. I call myself a positivity promoter. I was a blogger with We Are the World Blog Fest for about 5 years. And ever since then, I've continued doing what I can to sprinkle positivity around. I'm also a published author. I have been associated with Nicole Angi Galindo for the last year or so. I was on her podcast. So.
Well, Lynn, that is. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, and I'm happy to connect with anyone and everyone who is positive win-win.
Well, Lynn, I love that. And I tell you right now, your soulmate is right next to you, Zion, Mr. Positivity, everyone calls him. So if you're not connected with Zion yet, definitely connect with him because you are definitely, mutual souls there on positivity. And I love your passion around music too. So I hope anyone that has got that same passion around music like Lynn does, reach out to her and, connect. And I'm glad you brought up the book that you did with Nick. Nick is also my publisher, and she's the one who's getting ready to publish the second Backyard Adventures book, actually. But did you do a anthology or a solo book?
I haven't done any books with her yet.
Okay.
But the book that I did that she promoted was my short story collection.
Oh, well, do me a favor. Put a link to your short story collection in the comments so that other people can check it out. All right. We'd love to see learn more about them. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Before we go to Glenn, Zion, I want to hand it over to you first and then let Martha and Joel chime in if they have anything. But Zion, any thoughts on another positivity lover to hear?
Yes, I got so excited hearing that speaking. For me, it's always a privilege to get to meet fellow positivity icons like Lynn, and it's just so amazing. I cannot wait to connect with you because one thing I believe is positivity. We can do so much more when there's collaboration, working together, helping and supporting one another. So I believe that there's so much possibilities that wait us even as we connect. I'm going to reach out to you definitely even on the call to see how we can resonate, book a coffee chat together, and I get to know you more and support what you do. So thank you so much, Lynn, for joining us on stage. We sincerely appreciate you. And for me, I think I'm the happiest person right now because I get to meet another positivity icon.
Oh, it's a pleasure meeting you too, Zion. I put your name down to make sure that I connect with you.
Amazing. Thank you. I'm so excited right now.
You see it right there, right off the back. We already have a connection here just from Lynn coming up here. Martha and Joel, any comments before we go to Glenn? No? All right. So,
I'm just making
Thank you. Thank you, Lynn, for joining us. It's so great to meet you.
Good to meet you too, Martha. And I've seen Joel around.
all right, good. Well, listen, definitely connect with Lynn, and the link is in the chat you all for you to join us on stage. So don't forget to join us on stage if you want. And let's go to our LinkedIn cowboy, who I already connect with because he has a cute dog that I just love. I don't know if it looks like a white lab, golden lab, maybe, I'm not sure. But Glenn, please introduce yourself. Tell us about yourself, fun fact about yourself, and who are you looking to connect with on this Saturday?
Well, I want to introduce you to the star of the show. This is Taz. He's my best friend. There's another old pit and a border collie running around the property. My name's Glenn Gardner. I'm the founder of Laminar Oscillation Laboratories. I'm a proprietary patent holder for a new substrate mechanic physics framework and Laminar OS, which in some cases is a wrapper for frontier models. And once I get the funding, it'll be a standalone model. I'm looking to connect with anybody that is nice, friendly, open to new tech ideas. Let's see. I don't know what else to say about myself. I live in Silver Springs, Nevada. It's about 100 degrees out here right now, but the desert has its own type of beauty. And I'd like to answer any questions you guys might have about my framework. It's a substrate based framework. I don't think space is empty. I don't jive with dark matter. I don't like how quantum mechanics in general and special relativity don't work together. So I started asking questions, and I've written about 80 articles on my LinkedIn profile about it, as well as the proprietary operating system I have. I'm fascinated by AI. I'm 48 years old, and I've just been teaching myself physics and AI for about a year and a half. And I started my LinkedIn campaign on May 8th, and I've met a lot of really good people, and I'm looking to meet more good people. As long as you're nice.
Well, I love how you ended that. As long as you're nice, that's important there. And you know what, Glenn, I can't wait to read some of your articles. There's a few things I want to say about what you said. First of all, he didn't even have to say a fun fact. Just the idea, when you have someone that looks like a cowboy in the middle of Nevada right now, you don't think that they're going to be talking about physics and dark matter. You think they're talking about maybe, the horses, the ranches, the hard work, whatever. But so that I think is a great fun fact that you're got this passion for physics and you're applying it to everyday life there. And with AI, to me, it's fascinating. Anyone who ever watched the TV show Big Bang Theory, let me know in the comments, because that was a show that I was a big fan of. I loved it, not only because they were like comic book nerds like I was growing up, because they were actually like PhDs, they were physicists, they had doctorates, they were brilliantly smart people that were down to earth. And so you're kind of giving me that vibe of just a down to earth person who's just as smart as hell, that is got an easy personality to talk to. You're not one of those brainiacs that like can't hold a normal conversation with somebody because they're just talking at just a high level all the time. But I look forward to reading your articles, and I'm so glad that you came on LinkedIn to start sharing that. And it's been great to see you again. Martha and Joel, any thoughts? And Diane and Martha, I'm going to hand the mic to you for any future guests after Glenn come up. All right.
Okay. Yeah, Glenn, I want to thank you so much too, because you said something about nice, as long as you're nice. That's a boundary, and that's huge. And we really don't hear that often. So I want to just thank you for speaking that out, because it's important to hear it. So thank you very much, Glenn, for sharing and for being here with us today. And I think we met once before, but we haven't had the opportunity to actually meet. So maybe we can have a coffee chat sometime and get to know each other. I'll send you a message.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
and I'm sorry, I say real quick. So I know this is a professional thing. I've always been a job site guy or a shop guy, and I was in the Navy. So I'm really nervous about being a little old fashioned. So saying ma'am and miss is just how I talk, and I hope it doesn't offend anybody.
Glenn, one of the things that we always preach here is do you, because no one can do you better than you. And when people try to pretend to be somebody else, they're not being authentic. So that's what I love about you, is that you're just being yourself. I mean, I'm an HR executive guy that's talking about children's books sometimes. 1 and 2 do not equal 3. Sorry, I didn't think about that. I was going to say 1 and 1. But I keep on doing you, because I think that's what's interesting about you and attracts people to learning more about you.
One more thing. Can I say one more thing? I'm sorry.
Of course.
I know Miss Lynn is. I don't mean to ignore everybody else. I don't have my glasses right now, so I can barely see you guys. So, Miss Lynn, you said you were an author and you connected with somebody else, and I had I wanted to throw something by you guys. What if we translated the Bible into engineering terms? I think if you guys, when you get offline and you look at, let's say, Genesis, it's not a dogma thing. Ignore the religious side of it. Just do me a favor, when you get offline, take Genesis, tell your AI to translate it into physics and computer software terms, and that's part of my patent. So you'll be amazed at what you find.
All right, that's probably one of the most unique things I've ever, I thought I knew where you were going, and you just told a complete sharp left turn on that. So again, such an original concept, engineering, my just neurons are going crazy right now with all the different ideas. Okay, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to shut up. Before I shut up, I just wanted to welcome Leslie Flowers, who's always great in providing great support of the shows that we do here with all of the TV guides, as I call her, on LinkedIn. And of course, we have, I said hi to Linda, and Margaret Martinez is here. Great to see you, Margaret. And I think those are the only new people that have jumped on. As a reminder, I'm sorry, Jakira, great to see you here as well. But do me a favor, repost the room with your friends, remind them we're going live so they can join this beautiful network. And with that, Martha, the microphones, are you over here or over here? The microphone's yours.
I think I'm to your left. I'm to your left. Thank you so much, Glenn, again, for joining us. And I see we have a new guest, Bruno. who's here with us. Bruno, if you could come off a mic and introduce yourself, that would be wonderful.
Good morning, everybody. I just trying like to fix my camera, and I wanna say hello to everybody from South Brazil right now. It's a beautiful morning, like blue sky. Can you guys hear me right now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I wish I could like turn my camera on. I'm kind of like struggling here. Um, Let me. No. Anyway, so I gonna talk, introduce myself. I'm Bruno. I'm from Brazil. I'm 36 years old. I'm a jiu-jitsu black belt. I teach jiu-jitsu for young kids, like in a community. They are kind of like in needing. So I never pay like to train jiu-jitsu, and my way to pay back were like teaching for free. So I'm an international surfing judge. I work for ISA and WSL, like internationally. And this year I start to coding, like start learning and developing. And that was like in February. But I mean, like, let's go for parts because kind of like a long way. I was born in '89, all right. So I have been through all the tech, like since young kid, like you know what I mean, like going through like Carmen San Diego games, getting like encyclopedias, searching for informations, and right now on books, going like old-fashioned way, like Lane say, like to give like the real price for the data you and the knowledge you you were like getting from the teachers and everyone. So I started to develop with the chat GPT, and I was like, interesting. So we can set up like a game, like to learn. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and I was like, okay, chat, I'm a white belt in coding. I have like, I'm really connected to music. I'm a writer. I'm a music producer, working like with Ableton Live, Fruit Loops, since I was like since 2009. Like listening good music, old music, like from 70s, soul music, history. And in hip hop, they have like the culture of sampling, where you give respect to the really soul of the people who were like trying to send like a message to the world, and that goes like beyond generations. And it feels weird to be talking like and not, to be seeing myself, and people were like, oh, who's this
Oh,
guy talking? But I just want to spread like the love to everyone, like, I'm kind of like miss my surfing day to connect to people and see. And then when I started coding, uh, that was like in February, and then I started to see that Chat GPT were like hallucinating. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh my gosh. So you telling me that what I'm living doesn't make sense? So what's that? So I have a lot of questions. Always, I have been my whole life questioning like, what if? What if like if we be more peaceful? What if we treat people the way we wanted to be treated? What if like if people came like aggressive to me, I say like, "You okay, Paul? You need like right? How are you today? Okay, no worries." And then you just move and you start to go and start find the inner peace. So inner peace is kind of like a crazy concept to be thinking. Like what's inner peace nowadays? You know, it's like
thank you,
so
Bruno.
you
Oh, sorry, Bruno. Sorry. I
so
wanted to just,
so like from ChatGPT, I created like a little. I moved to Cloud Code, and then I created like a system where we have like a three agents working together, and then every technical debug we do, we kind of like start to create like because I was like, oh, so AI doesn't has memory, So how do we create like a system for them to be connected and talking to each other like in a, let me say, in a house where you follow God principles, you have like a corner, honor of code where you kind of like, you love the others, you honor your father, you honor your brother, your family, and people who has been stepping the world before you, and then you realize you need like humility. So anyway, I created like this thing where there was like a kind of like of a memory, a mirror, because like nowadays we talk like, oh, I have been busy, I have been working, but in the end, like, uh, how long you been working for, like, as a performance part of the aspect of developing, like, have you been working like coding like on the VS Code for how long? Have you been switching windows like to watch like browser or talking on the Instagram? How long were like your effective work? So I created like a mirror that doesn't judge you. It kind of like reflects what you do and doesn't
Hey,
kind of
Bruno,
like.
listen, Bruno, listen. I hate to interrupt. That sounds amazing, and I love how passionate you are about that. We do have to get to our next guest, but I do want to just give you kudos for just sharing what you're working on and just the theory behind it, because it was obviously something that you've been working on very hard. And I love that you do jujitsu for kids too. I'm always curious about, do you ever have adults show up? Because I've always been that adult that wanted to learn how to do like martial arts or jujitsu, and like I don't want to show up somewhere and I'm like the only adult. Everyone else is like below 10. But it's really fascinating what we're sharing. If you have any articles or any posts that you recently
Yep.
talked about what you were sharing, go ahead and put in the comments so others can read about it. And then if
Okay.
I could ask anyone that's not speaking just to put their phone, their device on mute so that we don't get any background or echoing. So I heard some echoing earlier. So, but Martha, back over to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Bruno, for showing up today. And we're looking forward to getting to know you. Jay, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Oh, and before I go to Jay, if any of our co-hosts want to share anything, I know something that stood out from Bruno to me was the love aspect, and Zion, positivity and love, right? They come together. So thank you so much, Bruno. Welcome, Jay. It's so great to see you, and it was a pleasure talking to you before we went live. Jay was spreading love in the messages earlier this morning.
Hi, Martha. How are you? Good to see you here.
You too. You too. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for liking my picture. That was really nice of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jay. I'm coming to you from Massachusetts. And I think for this monthly networking event today, I was going to talk about how when when you're networking, you have to think of it as if you are a candidate in a job interview.
There we go.
Um, and one of the things that I was talking to Martha about was the fact that when you're networking, uh, not just as a candidate, but as a regular person,
I'm sorry,
uh,
Glenn, could you hit mute? We're getting some background noise from your
I'm sorry.
device. Sorry.
Sorry. Once I figure out how to do it.
Hey, go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
no, that's okay. I was mentioning that, as not just as a candidate, but as a regular person, I think no matter where you are in the networking stage, whether it's online or offline, one of the things that really stands out to me personally is the fact of messaging. One of many things that I find, and it's not just as a candidate, but as a person, when you're connecting with someone, whether it's on a job interview or in a regular basis, you have to get your message. You have to respond to your messages in a timely manner. Not messaging your connection or receiving replies from whoever you're networking with or interviewing with. That doesn't really show um appreciation that shows ignorance and carelessness. And it also shows that they're not that the connection is not about it's not appreciating your time. I've been in many situations where well, in the job interview process, when I apply for a job, and I get, I usually get like crickets. I sometimes get crickets. Basically, no response, no follow-ups, no nothing about application, and I think to myself, if that's the case, then why am I even bothering to apply and network with this employer?
Can I add
Um,
to that, Joel? Because we're right there, and we got an HR guy
Wait,
here.
hold on. Let me finish up, and then we'll
Oh,
go around. All right, thanks.
And so, that's my take on it. Is that you have to message, receive and send messages in timely manner, and try to get back to the person as soon as possible. Don't ignore them because that
And Jay, that is definitely a show that we have talked about in the past, and we definitely need to tackle that topic again because that is something that's important for people to understand the best strategy for that because of what's working and what's not. But real quick, in 30 seconds, tell us a fun fact and who you're looking to connect with.
sure. So I'm looking to connect with people who have had similar experiences being disabled. Basically, I myself have been disabled since birth. I have a respiratory syndrome, and we have a network that involves families who have the same condition as I do. And if you're looking to find more information on the syndrome, go to cchsnetwork.org, and you can find some information about the syndrome and how you can donate money to for research, education, supporting families. Fun fact about me, um, huge Marvel and Star Wars fan like Felipe. And I like to enjoy the great outdoors. Thank you.
Are
Oh,
you
thank
excited
you.
about Spider? I'm sorry. Are you excited about Spider-Man next week? And then over to you, Martha.
Oh, who's not excited with Spider Man? Okay, Felipe, who's not excited? Everyone loves a good Spider Man movie. Okay.
Mhm. I was down south last week and we were checking out Beverly Hills and they had a big, like it almost looked like a real Spider-Man on top of a roof. It was so cool and I failed to take a picture because I was driving, but my son pointed it out and I was like, what's going on with Spider-Man? I didn't know there was something coming out with Spider-Man. So good to know.
Well, now hold on. Before you continue, I gotta say there's a thing on the news yesterday I saw, and they're like a real life superhero. I'm like, okay, what did someone do? And you see this person in a wheelchair that's obviously older trying to get across the crosswalk, and they're stuck for some reason. And there's all these cars lined up at the stoplight. The light turned green. Everyone's like starting to honk. The front car, no lie, a guy dressed in a perfectly fitted Spider-Man costume jumps out of this truck, runs over, takes a guy across the street, runs back in his car, and takes off. They found out later that he was going to a kids' party at a trampoline park as the Spider-Man character for the kids, and just happened to be there. But it was like, how classic is that? That Spider-Man actually did help someone, right there and then. But sorry, I had to add that real quick, Martha.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you, Felipe, for sharing that. I love it. Welcome, Sister Margaret. I want to make sure we get to her right away. If you can unmic, please introduce yourself and share a fun fact and who you'd like to connect with. It's so great to see you.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yay! Yes, yes, I can
Hopefully,
hear
I
you.
won't get kicked out. I'm so sorry.
I'm
Hi,
so glad you're
everyone.
here.
Me too. Thank you so much, Felipe. Marta. I can barely even see everybody. I'm so sorry. Here, Lynn. I know Lynn because, I don't know Lynn, but I know that name because it's my bestie's name, Lynn here. I think there's a Glenn, Jay, Jedi Jay. I call him Jedi Jay. Zion, my brother, and Joel. Hello, and everyone in the audience. Yes, real quickly, I have a Spanish class like momentarily. So, but thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure and honor to be here. My name is Margaret Martinez. I'm a proud mom and a relationship coach. And I am working on, I'm so excited. I have to say this because I'm working on a teen workshop here. So I have somebody we all know, very famous, somebody we all know, but they are donating for that. And I'm really excited. So it's our very first teen local workshop and it's going to be very fun. So very important to work with youth, you know. Marta and I are both co-hosts with Brother Christopher Monaster, the Ability Ambassador for Saving Teen Lives. So we're like our youth, right? The future. Our future is the youth. So I'm excited about that. I do workshops and frameworks. I've been selling frameworks and stuff. And yeah, just spreading positivity. And I have the jam. I jam out on the jam. So yeah, definitely come and see me on that. And I really love what Glenn was saying about, you know, doing an engineering, you know, breakdown of the Bible of God and everything. And I was like, yeah, do that. I want to see that. Hopefully he'll put in a post though. But I can see that happening. I can see that. So really good diamonds there. Fun fact about me is um, I love action movies. And a lot of people are really surprised about that because they don't think that I like action. They're like, what kind of action? What do you mean action? And I'm like, they're like, you mean like the real hardcore action? I'm like, yeah, like, you know, um, Bruce Willis when he's doing that. Yippee-ki-yay. So I love action movies.
Die Hard, Die
And
Hard.
there you go. Thank you so much. Die Hard. Yeah. So
If
that's
you
a
like
lot of
that,
action.
have you
Mhm.
watched The Fifth Element, Margaret?
Yes. That's so much
That's a
fun,
great movie.
right?
Yes, that was a fun movie.
Yes. And I'm also learning Korean. So that's like a lot of fun. 안녕하세요 for everyone that, if anybody in here speaks it. So it just says hi. So, but yes, and connect with me. I definitely want to be connected with you. I love the way Glenn did say that he just wants, you know, nice and kind people to connect with. Yeah. Unfortunately, me, I take them all. I take everybody. I just want to spread that kindness and that love and everything, even to the unkindest people. So thank you so much for having me. Muchísimas gracias and blessings to y'all.
Thank you so much, Margaret. Great to see you. And I know we have a couple of more friends that came, Felipe, in the comments.
Oh yes, we did. We had Chris P's in the comments. We had William Rochelle is in the audience, and I think those are the two newest ones. Oh, Sean's here as well. Good to see Sean, and brother Chris is here in the house. So yeah, so any of you all, this is your last chance to come up on stage for a chance for you to just network quickly. Tell us what you're doing, who you're looking to connect with, a fun fact about yourself, and what are you doing on the Saturday? And Glenn, I know you just walked out your doors. I'm about to say this, so when you come back in. No, I wanted to go back to you because I know you had some comments about what Jay was saying about the application stuff, because as you know, we talk about that a lot. So over to you, my friend.
So I've been in the workforce since 2003 when I got out of the Navy, and for 20 years, any job I interviewed for, I got. And so that ended up catching up with me because when I got bored somewhere, I've got this personality. And the reason why I only want nice people is because I've dealt with a lot of turbulence in my life. And I can be a turbulent fellow. And I had a lot of chaos in my life, but now after the last year and a half, I kind of got it together, was able to clear my mind and get into the physics and to the AI and stuff. But the biggest problem I've encountered is exactly that. I have directly asked. I've interviewed with AWS 3 times. I interviewed with Chewy 2 times, and I'd always get to the last. It's all like personal. Yeah, man, the recruiter's hyping you up. You got the perfect qualifications. We're gonna set you up. And then you interview with this guy, and you interview with this guy. Then you go to an interview with a committee. Then when they decide they don't want to hire you, you get a cheesy email, recruiter@chewy.com. Unfortunately, we've decided to move on with someone else. When I even asked in the interview, if you guys decide not to move with me, please tell me why. Was it because of my qualifications? Did I interview badly? Because I've got great ideas, but sometimes my delivery is bad. I might not be able to tell you how I troubleshoot a system clearly, but if you shoot me like a missile, I'm a fire and forget troubleshooter. I will, if I don't know the answer, I know how to solve it. So my biggest issue with the way the job process is now is it's not AI. Actually, I have an interview coming up. They asked me if I wanted to do an AI interview, and I declined because I'm not interested in that. I believe in shaking hands and look at somebody in the eye and being able to prove that you could do the job. Maybe I'm too old school. That's why I'm having trouble breaking into the tech sector, because I don't know how to talk to guys like you. I'm a shop floor guy. I know how to fix stuff with my hands. And so all this conceptual stuff and dealing with academics, PhDs, I'm having trouble. It's all about gatekeeping. If you look at my articles, especially in the beginning, because I didn't jump on LinkedIn until the 9th, I hate gatekeepers. I hate bullies because I'll bully you back. You know what I mean? I despise people that don't give anybody a chance. I'm very passionate about that, as you can tell.
No, obviously, and I think that what you and Jay are experiencing is not uncommon at all. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't experience the same thing when I was applying for jobs, and I've been an HR exec for 25 plus years, or past 30 years now. I'd say 25 plus. It sounds better than 30. But the reality is that I was getting no responses from applications, or same thing. What I realized, as being someone who's done recruitment for 30 years and someone who's recently gone through looking for jobs, is just like anything else. There's great attorneys and ethical attorneys, and there's horribly unethical attorneys. There's great recruiters and there's horrible recruiters. The good recruiters, I've always, and I was taught by people that were good recruiters. So guess what? If I interviewed you, then I'm going to give you the respect of giving you a phone call to let you know that we didn't select you, not send you a generic pre-written email. If I didn't meet you, I'm sorry, I can't call everyone that applied. That's just not possible. But if you took time to meet with me, I'm going to respect you enough to take time to meet with you, to let you know that, because I think it's important for them to say, look, we just had somebody that was just a little bit more qualified than you, a little bit better. It wasn't anything you did wrong. If the person wasn't here, we would have chosen you. Or, you know what? Unfortunately, the fact that you had like 18 gaps in the last 2 years, it didn't give us confidence. We're sorry. I'll give people the advice, and I'll say, here's what you could do next time, and give them that feedback. But not everyone's willing to do that. That's why networking is so important, so that when you network, you and Jay now can say, hey, Felipe, do you know anybody that works at this company? If I'm connected with somebody, I'm like, yeah, actually, I know a good guy. Let me just have them flag your resume. And if they flag your resume, great. But those networking connections, it's not favoritism. It's just, hey, you all show up to this show. You all talked to me before. I'm willing to call out and reach out for you all. Somebody who's never talked to me, who's never reached out to me, never messaged me, asked me for a favor, yeah, I'm sorry, that's a little bit weird. No, I have a boundary there. But the fact that you all come up on stage, you now have opened that door to that relationship and networking. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Just don't limit it just to online. Go out there. Martha's a great example of going out there and networking in person.
Mhm.
So a perfect example of that is you can't see it right now, but they're bringing new fiber for the neighborhood. I live in Silver Springs. This company called Sky Fiber, and they subbed out to a company called EPC, and I walked out there and shook hands with the foreman, and I got to go in on Monday probably to fill out the paperwork to start. So I think the era of being able to shake hands and meet somebody is very important. It's just shifted from in person to online. So thank you for your feedback about that, Felipe, and thank you for having me.
Thank you, Glenn. And Glenn, I read some of the comments too. Folks didn't know that there was AI interviews happening. So thank you for sharing that also. As you were sharing and Felipe said about me doing in-person networking, I'll just share a quick example. Last week, I met with the director of social services, and I just went in. I was there actually doing some volunteer initiatives. And as I was leaving, I wanted to meet with the social worker regarding a case. And the social worker, I explained what I do. We handshaked, and she said, I'd love to stay connected with you. And then I also shared a resource that she was not aware of in the community. So, like you said, don't gatekeep. That's like the worst thing we could do. Let's share the knowledge. If we're in business to help people in any type of way, share it. And I want to share also Leslie Flowers, who's here with us today. She's consistently sharing knowledge. If you're not following her, I recommend for you to connect with her. I've learned a lot, and she's sharing this knowledge for free. So connect with her. And then there's also, I know Margaret just left. She's teaching Spanish. So, there's so many people here with our network that we can connect, and we may think, oh, we don't have anything in common. But then when you start talking, you just never know where that's going to go. So thank you so much. Jay, I see you.
Sorry, my mic was muted. Yeah, I just have a question. What are your thoughts on on a human agent versus a AI agent, in terms of networking or talking in general?
Who's the question for, Jay? Is it for all of us or?
Mostly like I would say, uh, I think for like someone like my dad, maybe if he will be asking for information and he's talking to an AI agent, whereas he would rather prefer a human agent. Because an AI agent may not know the best information, whereas with a human agent, do you want more accurate information? But
Yeah.
I'm also talking in terms of general.
Do you mind if I say something, Martha?
Yeah, no, please. Yeah.
So Jay, here's my opinion on this. An AI agent is very helpful in finding out who to talk to and who to reach out to, but I would never recommend it to do the talking for you. I would never recommend it to initiate the first communication via email for you, which it can very easily do. But use it to find the people that you need to connect with. Use it to do the legwork and the busy work that a human agent that you hire to talk to would end up using AI anyway. So, but it's the problem of when you start using an AI agent to talk for you, like, okay, LinkedIn Recruiter or LinkedIn, when people message recruiters for jobs they posted on LinkedIn, I can tell within the first 2 words if they used AI to write it, because the AI in LinkedIn starts off the sentence the same way every single time with very specific words. It's the first sentence, the same sentence. And sometimes the rest of it's very similar. But if you edit the first sentence to stand out to be original and unique, that right there is going to set you apart. But it's one of those things where if people start using AI agents to reach out, the networking people are going to be like, yeah, this is a bot. It's not a human being. And then they're going to discard it. But I will stand my ground on the research part. Let it do the research for you. Let it do the legwork for you. For those of us who are old enough to remember, let the fingers do the walking in the yellow pages. No, screw that. Let AI do the walking now. So
yeah.
Back to you, Martha.
Yeah. So with that, also, because I'm doing a lot of research papers, is do not rely on the feedback you're getting from AI, because I can tell you multiple times I've come across information that's inaccurate. And when I've asked it, where did you get this data from? It will say, oh, I'm sorry. I don't have the resource, like I don't have the information to support that. So thank you for catching that, or you caught it.
One more thing on that also. So I am currently working for a company. It's a very large company. We're remote, and they are very AI focused because they're using a lot of software to help organizations.
I don't know if are did we lose Felipe?
We
Okay. Okay, he'll be back. Well, just don't forget the human in all of this. It's really because as you were speaking, Jay, I think about also like our seniors who are not savvy. All of them. I mean, there's quite a few that many are, but not everybody is, and a lot of people are against AI. So don't forget there should always be some kind of human interaction, even when they're calling. A phone number, and they should have that option to do zero to talk to someone. But I've noticed too that's kind of changing, where you have to go through AI to get a human being on the phone. I see Bill's here with us too. Felipe, did you want to say something?
Yeah, so real quick. So one of the things that, and AI agents on the phones, we've had that for decades, y'all. That's not anything new. But one thing I want to remind people, so I'm working for this large company. They're very AI forward. We are writing out job descriptions for AI analysts, AI engineers right now. Okay, so we are going to be hiring specifically for AI, and all our job descriptions have AI requirements saying you must have fundamental or foundational knowledge of AI, not expert, but foundational. You've played around with it, you've used it for grammar and checking, you're aware of the different ones out there. Now, what is impressive is they gave everyone a survey where they could just anonymously just say, hey, where's your level of comfort with all these areas of AI? Is it foundational, intermediate, advanced, and everyone shared that. They're like, great, we created courses for everyone to help everyone pick where you're at. There's no quizzes at the end, there's no performance rating at the end. This is just to help people learn where they are AI and help them, hey, I want to learn how to do workflows. Well, here's a training class we created for you. And I think that's the brilliance of what people need to do is teach them how to use it in their job so they can continue to grow and succeed. And that's what this company is doing really well. And I think if more companies do that, we'll see a lot more growth in job opportunities because those skills are going to be needed and we need those people to interpret it. So I know we're wrapping up to the end, so I do want to get to Bill. So Bill, thank you for being patient. Over to you, sir. And don't forget, this is a networking thing, so you got to remember to remind us, what are you doing today, fun fact, and who are you looking to connect with?
I just got back from the grocery store. I am going to join Josette Palantine as one of her board members, advisory board members, along with Joel today at 3:00. I'm looking to first tell Glenn everything's going to be okay. I'm with you, man. We need more people in the process, and I've been hiring before, and I would take someone that walked in to the lobby, and the team would come back to me and say, "Hey, there's someone in the lobby that just walked in," and I would say, "All right, let me step out of this meeting and speak to that person." I think that's just common dignity. If someone gets dressed up and tries the old school way, but I'm an anomaly. Everyone's not like that. Um, I was looking to connect with Felipe, but he left. Isn't that great? And I'm going to tell Zion how wonderful he is. Um, my networking, since we're networking right now, is and you guys tell me if this is. Oh, he came back.
And I heard everything you said again.
So I was actually looking to connect with you, and I'm going to ask you a question, and we can take it offline. So don't answer it here. All right.
Well,
So
wrap up. We're wrapping up to the end, so hurry up.
I'm doing it really quick. I'm doing it really quick. If you don't stop talking for a second, please, please, please. You have a great video that I love of you saying goal. And my guest tomorrow worked for FIFA. And I thought it would be really cute to do a little quick promo with you, and then boom, 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 BBU Live tomorrow. Not you on it, but saying that she'll be there if you're into FIFA. Think about it. Don't answer it here because I don't want to put you on the spot, but I just want to push that out there. And if it's networking, can I tell people about my book?
I don't want to put you on the
Can I tell people
spot,
about my...
but I put you on the spot. Go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
no, because I don't want you to be like, oh no, I can't do it. But I am throwing it out there, and I know that you need to think about it for a second. And yeah, I would be doing it in an hour. I would be making something out of it that respects your boundaries. Am I allowed to say a quick thing about my book?
Yes, please.
30
Okay.
seconds, go.
All right. So I have a book out. I did it all by myself. It reached #1 in its category on Amazon, and it is in the top 200, so it's going down. But I haven't done a lot of promos for it. So tomorrow, I'm talking with someone who knows a lot about promoting books, and she's going to help me with my journey. And I want as many people at that show as possible. It's that's it. That really is it. You know, you teach a person how to fish, and they can feed themselves for life. So anyone knows about my journey, I need sales, not from you guys, but I need to open my network, and that's what I'm doing tomorrow. And it's very, very, very important to me.
Thank you,
My mic
Bill.
went out. Can you all hear me at all?
We can hear you.
You can?
Yep. Can you
Is that
hear
yes
us?
or no? Can you all, Martha, can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I can't hear you all. I'm sorry. Well, let's go around the room and real quick, Martha, any final thoughts and anything you have coming up, and Joel and Zion as well.
Yeah, you know,
Did
I
we
don't
lose
have
Zion? We lost Zion. All right, well, Joel and Martha, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
restart and come back in.
Okay. So for me, I am heading to Vegas. So all next week I'm taking some time away, but I still will be working, but I'll just be away. But I'll be still available. And that's another fun fact. Other than that, I am going to, my takeaways from today is be bold. I love the human interaction too. I'm there with it. I also do enjoy the AI tools as well. So just being able to balance them out and just do whatever you're comfortable with. And with that, I'm going to pass the mic over to Joel.
Hello. Yes. I don't like talking to an AI. Every time I phone the bank now, it's hello, you reached. No, I want to speak to a human. And that is the first thing I have to say to people. It's annoying. But this week coming up, not much for me personally. Just getting back into work and getting back into the swing of things, and attempting to move up the ladder and increase my presence again. I've been absent the last month, so I'm trying to do that this week, and I will see you all next Saturday. Already in August, aren't we? Felipe.
Thank you, Joel, and I look forward to seeing everyone next week as well for another Saturday chat. As far as final thoughts, just make sure that you are networking, and if what you're doing isn't working, change it up, because you don't want to keep on hitting the wall straight on. You need to figure out, okay, go under it, around it, over it, change what your approach is if it's not working, because what's painful to see is someone doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And with that, tomorrow, coincidentally, we do have Careers, Chaos, and Coaching at 11 a.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about networking in your community. Are you missing out on opportunities that are just in your own backyard? Are you too focused on global and not local? So If that resonates with you, join Melissa Houston and I tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for Career Scouts and Coaching. And with that being said, remind you to check out Social Society Chat on our LinkedIn page and give us a follow and hit that bell. And if you want to see past episodes, go to your favorite podcast and check out some of the great shows we've had in the past. With that being said, thank you everyone that came up and contributed to this great room. It was a great conversation. I hope you in the chat have found some new people to connect with and network with. I know we had some positivity connections here and hopefully some job connections and also some topic, connections. So connect with people after this, reach out to them. Don't let this be the end of your networking. It's what you do after this that really matters. So as I remind everybody, be confident in what you know, be curious about what you don't know and go learn it. Be compassionate to yourself. Be grateful for what you have because you have more than others. And be tenacious as hell because you've got this. All right? Have a great rest of your Saturday, everyone. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, everyone.
Adios.